Good morning everyone, my name is Lorenzo De Francesco. Welcome to my channel. This channel is dedicated to sculptures and spirituality. We are here at the Italian Cultural Center to allow me and gracefully organize the show for me. And thanks for the curator Angela Clark that took care of the compositions and the way. And thanks for Michael De Francesco, my son, that is filming it. Thank you very much. So we are here. The name of the title of the show is Through the Eye of the Needle. And this particular piece is probably almost 9 foot. It's made of sandstone and basalt. The needle, done in 2000, probably it's done in 2019. Yes. So here we're moving along, and we have the grantee, the knot. The knot is done in 2018, is made of limestone, painted limestone. I spent a lot of times to figure it out and to put together something that is pleasant to the eyes and respect the form. We all know what the knot is. A knot is the ties in between the true essence of one is and the mistaken identifications of being the doer or the thinker. So then we move around here and we come to this particular piece, which it's a piece of made of limestone, very limestone, and the top part is painted limestone and textured. The name of this piece is This Snake and the Rope. Yes, and it's done in 2000, and it's done in 2020. I did several studies of the snake and the rope, and it's still in at the back of my mind that it's not complete, but yet this has a life of its own. And the story of this one is that when you see the snake, you miss the rope. When you see the rope, you miss the snake. And the reasons why this is suggested is that one's own true natural reality is only known when the illusions of the identifications of me ends. Then here we have the veil. It's called the veil. It's made of white marble and painted white marble, red marble, and basalt. This particular piece is done in 2019, still 2019. And represents the veil is the representations of the pointer, the pointer to the veil of what? The illusions of what? The Maya of what? Of the one's true identity. The Maya only exists and is real to the real me as long as the me lives. And that in itself is the veil. The veil is the true identity of being. So here we move around and we have the bended broken cross during 2016, 18, and took a long process. It's made of gray bluish granite. It is probably 7 feet, 7.5 feet, and it's made of junctions with pins and steel, and technically we can talk a lot about it, and yet it is a natural progression, so knowing what to do with the stone and putting it together. The cross, the broken bended cross, is here to suggest that the true meanings of the cross is most of the time lost beyond the symbols and lost beyond the beliefs and the mind-made beliefs that hides the truth. Even this one is veiled. Then we move towards the 3 pieces that together is a trilogy of the nature of the mind. This is the second section, so second redoing of the first one. First one was done all in granite, but this one is done in marble, different variants of marble, red marble, pink marble, with different bases of red and blue, black and gray. The nature of the mind, the solid identifications of being the physical reality, the so-called reality, the opening into the spiritual world and the awakening. Maybe in the counseling process they call it the aha moment, and things will change. And then we come to, if that continues and progresses and cultivated, comes to an enlargement of this coming to understand, and becomes a revelation. So there is an opening. Many call it enlightenment, which is not really enlightenment, but there is a self-realization. This self-realization is the emptiness of who we really are, and empty inside, empty outside. This emptiness is the substance and the true nature of who one is. And continuing to move on the gallery, we have the Spiritual Sentinel. This piece was made in 1987, and it represents it recalls the history of humanity at the beginning, when they had settlements, and they used to put picket fences around the perimeters of the settlement, and those upright structures were there to defend or protect spiritually the people living into the perimeters. So it's a spiritual sentinel. It's a sentinel that watches over and trying to absorb negative essence around it. So this was in 1986, and red marble, white marble, and and it was also on the show in 1987 at the Contemporary Art Gallery. Then we'll come to this place. This is a study of the bigger one that we will look at it, and it's made of green marble and basalt, and it's probably 7.5 feet, and it's called From Nothing to Nothingness. This nothing to nothingness, and it is a suggestion that to come from the beliefs that we are the me, the physical structures, the reality, to believe that you are not a thing, not an object, but you're a spiritual entity. It is the endeavor of understanding, the purpose of understanding. So here we move back to it, and this is made of, this is probably almost 6 feet, and it is red marble, white Carrara marble, and black marble. It's called stele. It's an abstract version of what the Romans used to do, the Egyptians used to do, the Phoenicians to write a history as something on a stele, on an upright structures. And to me, this was just a dedication to that part of the history. And continuing to tour, we come to this one piece, also 9 feet and 3 inches, and it's made of dark green granite and gray granite. This particular piece is the true embody of nothing to nothingness to me, and it is suggesting that to believe that we have a life, to believe that we are something, or believe that we are somebody, that we are the success of this existing, it is to deny that our true nature. And the reasons why we deny it, we don't see it, because it's veiled and it is covered over through the living of everyday life, and we get lost in that, and we live in a state of contraction. But if we come to an opening of the spiritual understanding, we come to realize that this is that we are really nothing, and we ending on nothingness, which is the full emptiness. Kind of strange words to use, but to me is the truth. So here in the middle we have this piece, which is a tribute to Saint John the Baptist, the biblical persons on the Bible, the one that announces Jesus into the world, and made in the styles of tribute also Constantine Brancusi, sculptors on the 1920s in Paris, made of basalt, gray granite, and black black granite. This is done in 2017. And then then here we have a second version, first versions of the Eye of the Needle, and it was a study on different compositions, made of white marble and green marble. And we have a study here of the self. I must have done several interpretations and several compositions of the self. The self is one true identity, also called the Atman, made of marble, limestone, and Tyndall stone. Done a study in 2017. It's probably 2.5 feet or 2 feet. And lastly, we have the last one is one of the true scales of the self. It's an amazing tribute to the self, to the Atman, to recognitions of the spirit. This is made of white marble, laminated with green and beige marble, and this is Portuguese marble, and it's probably almost 9 feet, and made in 2016. Well, this was a visual tour of my solo exhibitions at the Italian Cultural Center. Thank you very much.